Okay guys, editing Madison here. So I rewatched this video and I didn't want to scrap it because I had already filmed it, but I noticed that there's a lot of interference with my necklace and hitting the little microphone. So there's a lot of little like little scratches and stuff that get on my nerves. But again, I didn't want to scrap the video, so I'm uploading it anyways. But in the future, I will not be wearing a necklace when I do the microphone. Okay,
Guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a minute since I've posted, and it's because school got really busy there for a second, but I'm back today with my updated makeup routine. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to the movies with my friend Brianna, my pookie bear. We're going at about 11:30, and it's about 10:30 right now, so I have about an hour, a little under an hour to get ready. So I'm going to show you my updated makeup routine and just kind of show you what I wear on an everyday basis. Yeah. So let's go ahead and get into it. First thing I like to start out with doing is using my facial spray from Glow Recipe. This is just the watermelon mist. Mist my face with that. And I usually do like an in-depth skincare routine. I don't know if I'm going to do one of those today, but we're going to see if I can. This is the Glow Recipe Cloudberry Bright Essence Toner. I absolutely love this toner for just overall brightening the skin. As you can see, I had a breakout over here that I probably shouldn't have picked, and I had a pimple patch on it literally like for 4 days. And it's healed now, but it does have a scar, so that's your sign not to pick your skin. Now I'm going to use the vitamin C. I'm just going to use the Cocoa Kind Vitamin C Glow Serum. I really like this one. It's like a thicker formula. I always use a vitamin C in the mornings because vitamin C in the mornings, if you use it in the daytime, protects your skin from free radicals in the air. So I love using a vitamin C, and I switch between like 3 of them. This one's the most affordable one that I use. I love it. And I think it's about $16. And Cocoa Kind's available at Target, so it's perfectly accessible to everybody. Okay, next thing I'm going to use is my Needleless Serum, and this is a peptide serum from Dermatology. I love this one because I do feel like it really makes a difference in the appearance and tightness of my skin. And I've been using it religiously probably for like over a year now. And I have noticed a major difference in just like the overall plumpness of my skin and the hydration factor of my skin. It's amazing. I'm trying to not like bump my little microphone so that way you guys can still hear the audio and I'm not hitting it. But if I'm applying skincare and I accidentally hit it, I'm sorry. So there's that. And then I have my little skincare fridge right here, so I always keep all my stuff in my little skincare fridge. Now for eye cream, I'm going to use my Cocoa Kind Peptide Fine Line Eye Gel. I love using an eye cream just to have a base for my concealer, and I put it on my ring finger and I just put it right there, and then I use my little Glow Recipe roller, and I just, oof, that feels so good. It's Saturday today, and I woke up pretty puffy because last night we had Whataburger. So I love using a depuffer like this to really just cool down my under eye and brighten up everything. Perfect. I love it. Okay. My eyes already look way less puffy. So, and I love using an eye cream as a base for my concealer, so this one's perfect. I love that one. And finally, now it's time for moisturizer. The moisturizer of choice today is the Glow Recipe Cloudberry Bright Moisture Cream. The texture on this is kind of more like a gel, but it's still very, very thick. And it's super cold in Texas today. I don't even know how cold it is, honestly. But yesterday it was, I think, around 30 degrees, and today it's supposed to be worse. So that's just lovely. Just moisturizing the skin real quick. You guys, I ignore how grown out my nails are. Oh my gosh, I have not had my nails done in like over a month, which is crazy work for me. I usually get them done every like 3 to 4 weeks, but I just have not had time to set an appointment. And so I am going to be setting an appointment next week, thank God, because I miss my girl Anita so much. And I already have so many cute ideas for a spring Snoopy inspired nail art. So I can't wait to show you guys that. I definitely have to hit the microphone. I'm really sorry. Anyways, I'm still getting used to it, guys. Okay. And then last step for sunscreen is my Dermatology Universal Tinted Moisturizer SPF 46. I love this stuff. So I use 3 pumps. That's always what you're supposed to use for sunscreen. And I just spread it throughout my face. And I love this sunscreen because it does have like a glowy finish. And they also it works as a really great primer for makeup, but there also is a matte formula if you like more matte look as well. I'm just going with the glowy today since it's cold outside. I need all like the moisture I can get, so like look, you can see that already. And it is tinted, as you can tell, so it does leave a really good like base. Sometimes if I just want to use like concealer, sometimes I just use this as a base and then I use my concealer over it. But yeah, it's absolutely awesome. I really hope my necklace doesn't hit the microphone. I'm just worried this entire time that something's gonna hit the microphone. This is the first time I've worn it pinned like this, so we're gonna see how that goes. Gotta protect that new little scar that I have so that way it doesn't get worse. Okay, you can see that sunscreen. Beautiful. And then I'm gonna rub it in my neck, trying to not hit the microphone yet again. Okay, I think we are good to go. Okay, yeah. So that's like my morning skincare routine, and I try to do this routine every morning, and I do most mornings. The only times I kind of get lazy is like on the weekends. But since I'm going out today, I'm making sure that I have a really nice foundation base on. Okay, so for primer, let's get into makeup. I'm going to use the Volition Snow Primer Water Primer, and then I'm going to mix in a little bit of the Bronze Glow Drops from First Aid Beauty. And I'm mixing these in because, one, it's a sample, and I need to finish my sample. And two, because I did it yesterday and I really liked the way it turned out. So I don't use too much. I honestly don't feel like bronze drops really change the look of my makeup at all, actually. But I like using them, and I do feel like they kind of help the primer whenever they have like something to mix in with. So there you go. You can see it's kind of like a water-based gel primer. I really like it. It's what I've been using since I ran out of my other one from e.l.f. So I'm probably gonna use this one up just until I can get another one. So you can see it blends in, mixes in really good too. And then it just leaves my skin super glowy and prepped for makeup. I wonder if you're gonna be able to do like ASMR vibes with this video, because the microphone's like right by my face. But I guess we'll see. There you go. Okay, primer's in. I'm gonna let it sit for like a minute or two before I put on my foundation. So for foundation, I usually go between these two, the Maybelline Superstay 24-hour Skin Tint. I'm the shade 220. And then I also love the RAM Beauty Foundation in the shade Medium 2N. You can see I love both. This is probably like my third or fourth bottle of this one. And you can see I'm like scraping the sides of this. So those are like my favorite foundations. I also have been using this little sample that I got from Sephora of the Anastasia matte foundation, which I have been liking. Today, I think I'm going to just use my Maybelline Skin Tint because it looked really, really good yesterday. And I want to do that again. So I'm going to put this one back. And then I also always use my e.l.f. Halo Glow filter. And I literally have gone through probably like 5 of these. So this is the way I do it. Just put it all over my face like this in little sections. And that's how much I put all over my face. And then after I'm done with that, I go in with my foundation. And I'm going to be really honest here. This is how I apply it. I know a lot of people are going to say, that's so unhygienic, but no one else is using this but me. So I don't really care. And that's probably so bad. But anyways. Okay, yeah. So this is how I place it. And close it. One thing I do honestly not enjoy about this is that I have to like close it really tight, because if not, foundation like comes out on the sides. So you gotta be really diligent with that. And now I'm gonna use where's my little brush? It's a Real Techniques blending brush. There it is. It's a Real Techniques flat brush. And don't look at it too hard. And I just blend it like this first. I just spread it all over my face, and then I go over it with a beauty blender to make sure it's thoroughly blended. But do you see? It's a really, really nice shade match. And I feel like the Halo Glow just adds like a little extra something. It makes it a little more glowy. And I have turned everybody onto this foundation, literally. Like, even my aunt, she has very, very oily skin, and she loves this foundation. Like, it's like her holy grail. So it works literally for everybody. And I always set it, so I never really worry about anything coming off, because I always just set my makeup anyways with different powders. But yeah. I'm gonna put a little on my neck to match it up. Okay, so there is the foundation. Now I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender that I got from Amazon. I always just get like a little pack of them from Amazon, and just blend this all over the face. If I'm gonna go fast, it's literally because I am just trying to be ready on time. Okay, so now that that's thoroughly blended in, eyebrows are clean now. Now I'm gonna go in with my bronzer, and I rotate between two bronzers. I either use the Anastasia cream bronzer in the shade Caramel, or I use the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Sun Kiss Glow Bronzer in the shade 2 Medium. I think today I'm gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury. You can see this one's much more warm, and I've had pan on it, as you can tell, but it's so big it doesn't even matter. And then this is the Anastasia. It's a little bit more golden. I'm gonna use this one today. And I'm just using like a big fluffy brush, and I'm stuck in my cheeks, and that's how I do my bronzer, so I can get the perfect placement. Go all around my forehead. There was a point in time where I was putting on like a ton of bronzer, and the other day I was taking pictures and I realized I was like, wow, I'm putting on way too much. So now I'm trying to be a little bit more light-handed with it. Right here all around by my temples. Okay. Now I'm gonna go under my chin, and that's it. So bronzer doesn't take nearly as long because it's just a really quick and easy, and I love using those particular bronzers because they're so easy to blend. They go on like a dream, and I don't have to worry about it looking too harsh. Sometimes I go over it with a beauty blender just in case I want to make sure everything's really pretty and synced in. Okay, so now my favorite part, and that's blush. So for blush today, I'm honestly not sure what I'm going to go with. I think I'm going to do, let me show you my favorites. I love the Juvia's Place brush in the shade Blush Lily. And then I also love the REM Beauty Wicked Blenda blush. e.l.f. blush in the shade, which one's this? Pinky Promise, really good one. And then I also have a few rare beauty blushes that I like. And then recently I also love this one. I want to give this one a shout out. The IKTR, I know that's right, from ColourPop. This one's really good too. I think today I'm going to use this pink one from the Wicked collab with REM Beauty. And I'm just going to put that all over my cheeks. Oh my gosh, guys, tell me why I got my first hate comment the other day. I got a comment on my video about the Coco Kind blush and highlight sticks, talking about how like a dark pink, I need to use lighter pinks because the dark pink makes my face look dirty. And I was like, I'm sorry. Did I ask? I did not. Where's my blush brush? Like, I did not ask your opinion on that. But thanks, I guess. Unsolicited advice. Okay, one thing I love doing is I love using the Rare Beauty liquid highlighters. And I just put a little bit on top of any blush that I use because it really adds a nice glow. And it kind of also tones down the blush. That way, even if I put too much blush, it doesn't matter because it's highlighted. So I really like these REM blushes. They blend really, really easy, and yeah, looks really pretty. Probably gonna get another comment on this video like, your face looks dirty. I don't care. It looks blushed. And to me, it's fine. I always use a little handheld mirror. This is the one from the Corpse Bride Beauty Creations collection. I love using this one. And then I'm gonna put on my nose. I always put blush on my nose. I just love that look of like a little button nose. And then blend out this blush on the other side. Okay, so now while I'm blending this, I'm going to go ahead and start getting concealer ready. And for concealer, my holy, holy, holy grail that I honestly didn't discover until like 6 months ago was the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in the shade Natural Beige. This stuff is amazing. For the longest time, I was using the ColourPop Pretty Fresh blush, which, don't get me wrong, worked really, really great. It was just more of a natural finish. and I wanted to dive into something that was a little bit more full coverage, which is why I had heard so many good things about the Too Faced, and my mom actually had that concealer too, and she told me it was good. So I was like, you know what, let me just try it, let me see what it's like, and I absolutely love it. It is my favorite concealer ever. The next concealer I'm going to try is the Tower 28, because it's more of a lightweight formula. So I want to have a concealer that's super full coverage like this one, and a concealer that's a little bit more light coverage like the Too Faced, or like the Tower 28. So let me show you where I put this. I start by putting a little bit just like in the corner of my under eye, and then a little bit more on the edge. So I do that. Then I put a little bit on my eyelids because I usually add like some type of eyeshadow, so I just use it as a base. Put a little bit on my forehead in between my brows, a little teensy tiny bit on like the top of my nose, under my chin, a little bit on my upper lip, and then I take just a little bit on the sides to carve out my foundation, and just so there's a really nice sharp line so you can see my bronzer. So I used my same little buffing brush again to blend out this. You can really see the line for that bronzer now. There you go. So I do that on both sides, and then I use my beauty blender for my under eyes, but I use this little brush for everything else. There you go. And I really like this brush because it's super easy to just blend, and I never have to worry about it looking streaky or anything because it just blends really, really well. So yeah, there's that. Now I'm going to go back in with my beauty blender, and I just lightly go underneath my eyes. For the longest time, my concealer would crease so bad, and I never really knew what the problem was. But now that I have the right concealer and the right powders, I never really worry about creasing. Sometimes I worry about mascara fallout, but I feel like that's something that's just inevitable. No matter what mascara you use, you're always going to have a little bit just come down on your natural lash line. So, you know, it happens. Okay, so now while I'm letting this set for a few minutes, or not a few minutes, for a little bit, I'm going to use my brow product, and this is the NYX Professional Makeup Thick It Stick It Brow Mascara. This is the only product I really use on my eyebrows. Sometimes I fill in, but for the most part, my eyebrows are already kind of full, so I don't really tend to do anything to them. Thank you, Mom, for that, because she used to tell me, do not pluck your eyebrows, do not touch your eyebrows, do not shave your eyebrows, because she, like, you have such beautiful brows. And my grandmother used to tell me the same thing. She's like, Madison, you have such pretty brows, don't do anything to them. So I never have. And now they're easy to work with, and I don't really worry about it. So thanks. And this one's in the shade black, in case you couldn't tell. Now, I totally hit the microphone again. I'm sorry, guys. Now I'm going to use my powder. So I go between two powders. I have the Jane Iredale powder whenever I want like more of a warm toned under eye. This is, as you can see, like pretty much already done. I'm just literally scraping the rims. And then I also love the She Glam powder. So this one is the pink Insta Ready, and you can see I've hit pan on this one too. I think today I'm going to use the pink one just so I can have like a nice bright under eye. But I use this little brush, get real nice in there, and I set my eyes immediately. And the reason why is because I feel like every time I wait a little bit to set my eyes, it doesn't look good. So I make sure to set my eyes first thing, and then I always go on top of my eyelid to make sure that that foundation, the concealer base that I set for the eyeshadow, is set as well. And then forehead, chin, upper mouth, upper lip, and mouth, carving out this one. So yeah, makeup is set with pressed powder, and I always go in with the loose powder. Sometimes I use this one, but today I'm going to use my Glamlight Strawberry Shortcake powder. And this is one I've been wanting to highlight for a while. It's so good. So I just take it, and you can see it's super nice and pink. And I just take my powder puff, and I just go straight in. And I'm very gentle with my under eye here because I don't want it to, you know, crease into any harsh lines. So I try to make sure that I'm very gentle. But can you see that difference? Like, amazing. I love this powder. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I got it because it was strawberry shortcake themed, and I love me some strawberry shortcake. So I was like, let's do it, girl. But it really is amazing. So yes, it's definitely a product I'm very glad to have been influenced to get. I love Glam Light makeup. They always slap. Okay. Now I'm gonna do, I always do the sides of my nose as well because I find that's where makeup kind of tends to disappear a little bit. And then in between my eyebrows and on my chin, a little bit more on my eyelids, just so everything's set nicely. Okay, makeup is set. Now what I'm going to do is decide what eyeshadow to wear. So I usually switch it up with eyeshadow. Sometimes I do a whole eyeshadow look, and sometimes I just do a simple glitter. Today I think I'm feeling just a simple glitter. So I'm going to do this one from ColourPop. This ColourPop one is in the shade In the Saddle. Oh wait, no, that's the other one. I wanted a different one. Hold on. Is it this one? No. I have a lot of these ColourPop single shadows. They're just perfect for using on my finger and then spreading them on my eye. Here you go. Ah! It's in the shade Wannabe. But this is what it looks like. Super rosy pink. I love it. So I literally just take my ring finger, muffle it in there, get it on there, and then put it on my eye. Super, super easy. And I can put as much as I want. You can put as little as you want. Whatever is your cup of tea, you can do. Okay. Oop, didn't put enough. I do have to warm these up quite a bit to make sure that I get the payoff that I want. But for like these, I think these are about $6 for the price. I feel like you can't beat that. And there you go. So I have this shade on both eyes. Totally cute. Okay, now I'm gonna put this away. Now we're gonna do bronzer and eyeliner and blush. So for bronzer, my favorite bronzer ever is the Juvia's Place. This is in the shade, oh my gosh, what was this? Oh, this is the shade Medium, and it's their bronzer palette. You can tell I love it because I go through it quite a lot. And I just mix in both shades. Take all that stuff, and then you can see it's so good. And then put some around my forehead as well. And this is the one that I have to be light-handed with because Juvia's Place products are very, very pigmented. So I just gotta make sure I am very gentle with it. And then put some underneath my chin to really carve out everything, make it look skinny. And yeah, literally best bronzer ever. There you go. I have tried to do like nose contour and stuff in the past. It just never looks good on me, so I've kind of given up. And now for blush, to top off this REM one, I'm going to use, again, the Juvia's Place Volume 4 blush palette. And I think I'm going to use both shades, but mostly this dark pink shade. You can see, super pretty. My goodness, sometimes with that dust from the makeup, I'm like always sneezing. But yeah, there's that. And then I'm going to put a little bit on the tip of my nose as well. And that's this blush. Okay. Now I'm going to do, okay. Sometimes whenever I put on powder blush, it can look really harsh in the moment. So I always go over it with my little beauty blender and I just tap off any excess. Super cute. Okay, so now I'm going to use eyeliner. Eyeliner is one of those things that I'm still trying to look for like my perfect eyeliner. But this is one I'm using at the moment, and it's the Janessa Merrick's Beauty Lines Work in the shade Onyx. So I really like this one. The only thing is I've noticed with so many eyeliners is that they don't stay black for a long time. And then the edges of this one, I don't know if you can tell, but they're kind of, yeah, you can tell right there. They're kind of frayed already. So let me show you how I do eyeliner. I do eyeliner one of two ways. I either do it starting right here, going all the way out, and then making the wing, or I make the wing first and I bring it in. I've been doing it like this for a while, so I'm gonna try to do it normal. I feel like I can get them even whenever I do the line like this, but I don't like the look of it as much as whenever I make my own first. So let's do it. On camera I get nervous, so hopefully this doesn't mess up. I'm kind of nervous. Hold on my breath. There you go. There's my first one. So you can kind of see this is not as sharp as I wanted to get the very edge. I always just use concealer and carve it out. So we're gonna do my other eye. There was a time where I did not know how to do eyeliner. And it actually like baffles me because I'm like, girl, like now I do it within like 5 seconds. It's actually kind of crazy. And I know it looks hard at first, but it really is so easy once you get the hang of it. Then it's something you can do in your sleep. Like I could do eyeliner in my sleep. I can't do eyeliner on other people, but I can do eyeliner on myself. The only challenge is just making sure both sides are even. That's really the only challenge. Okay, and you can see I kind of went up there, but I'm gonna fix my concealer. Be okay. So you can see I take eyeliner very seriously. Okay, and then I just use this little flat brush, a little bit of concealer, and I wait for it to dry for a few seconds. I give it time to dry. I always have like a little pamphlet here that I can just dry my face. So I wait for the eyeliner to dry because you don't want to do it while it's wet because then it really will streak and mess up, and I've done that before. And I've literally had to take off like all my makeup because I'm like, the eyeliner literally ruined it. Look, as you can see. Ah! I'm gonna die, but anyway. So I'm just gonna go in, fix the edges. Oh, it's gonna be so horrible. I'm just gonna cover it with concealer and hope for the best because it would be way too much for me to redo my whole makeup right now. Especially when I got somewhere to be. Putting a little bit right there as well. Okay. So now I'm gonna use my beauty blender, blend out these edges. Gotta remember, you need to see what I'm doing. Gosh, I think I might. I'm gonna go crazy. I am going to take my little spoolie and try to take it off. Hopefully it doesn't hurt. God, and don't get me wrong, I love eyeliner, but black liquid liner is particularly like if you mess up, it is very unforgiving. So I always recommend starting with like a kohl or a pencil eyeliner first when you're trying to do wing liner. So that way whenever mistakes like this happen, it won't completely impact you. Okay, so now I'm gonna take my powder puff again and just go over it. And then I always set the concealer that I carve out with just around the wing to make sure that it's perfectly set. Okay, it looks okay. I'm choosing to ignore it because if I spend all my time doing it, I will never be done. I say that and then I go back and do it. Girl, please. Okay, anyways. Don't look at it, don't look at it. Okay. Now I'm going to set it with my face mist. I don't have a setting spray at the minute. I need to get one. But I just haven't honestly like decided which one I want to get. I don't know if I want to get the Charlotte Tilbury one because that's one I love so much. If I want to get a different one that I've been seeing, I got a few recommendations from some of my influencer friends. Or if I just want to keep using this, because honestly, I like the way it makes my makeup look. So, we'll see. Dry my face. And I always set my makeup with spray before I do mascara, because whenever I do mascara, if I do it while after I, you know what I'm saying, mascara, it'll kind of be like the same liner situation. It just gets wet and then it looks bad. So I'm not gonna do that. And now I'm thinking I need to put more concealer here because it looks really messed up and it makes me upset because it looked so good before. Other side. Okay. Now that I did that, we're going to do, let's do my mascara first. So I'm gonna just use this one from Il Makiage. Don't look at it too hard. It's really gross. But I've had this for like 6 months. I got it in Ipsy and I really, really like it. I know Il Makiage is like kind of a brand that's going viral right now. So yeah. But anyways, this mascara is really, really good. The reason I like it is because it does not come off. It really doesn't ever give me any fallout or anything. And my lashes are very long, but they are super straight, so they don't hold a curl, even with a curling wand and different mascaras. Like, I've tried the whole spiel. So I just honestly apply it so that way you can see that my lashes are not non-existent. Like, they're there. You just, like, you can see them. Like, yeah, you can literally see them right there. It's just, they're super straight, and I'm not going to waste my time trying to make them look all fine and dandy whenever I know the thing's going to work. And then I go under, love me some lower lash mascara. My lower lashes do hold, obviously, so I enjoy using it right there, because then you can see I do have lashes. Oh, girl. Okay. Excuse me. Now I'm angry. Anyways. I'll fix that at the end. Anyways. So yeah, just putting some right here. Okay. Bottom lash. And usually, honestly, like, I feel like lower lash mascara kind of hides everything. So that's good. I'm going to remove those, but I'm going to wait for it to fully dry, because that is something you have to do. You have to wait for the mascara to fully dry before you remove it, because if you do it too soon, then you're going to have an issue like the liner mess. So don't be like me. And then I always take my little comb and get out the excess, because knowing me, yeah, you gotta make sure you get everything out. And I just like to do it so I don't have like clumpy mascara. Okay, let's see if I can get these little guys out. Okay, good. It's coming off now because it's dry. Ah, or not. No. Okay, that one came off. The middle one's not coming. Come here. Come off, please. Let me in, please. Okay. I'm honestly probably just gonna put a little bit more concealer over it and call it a day, because I'm over it. Girl, and I'm doing all this to go to the movies. Girl. Okay. It looks fine. I'm ignoring it, because if I spend too much time doing it, I will never leave this house. Oh my god, she's picking me up at like, I don't even know what time it is, honestly. I know that 30 minutes have passed, because that's how long this video is, but we'll ignore it. Anyways, mascara's done. Everything's done. Now I'm going to do highlight. This is one that I love. It's from JCat Beauty. The lid came off, so I keep it in a little container. But it is like literally one of my fave highlights, because it is so rosy and pretty. I love it. So let me get my highlight brush. I always do highlight after I do my setting mist, just so it really is pretty and there's like an extra sheen. So this one's in the shade Crimson Gleam. Look at that. Oof. Ooh. And I love it whenever it matches the blush, because it adds like a nice little, oh, it's so pretty. The pink's so pretty. Now I'm gonna do my nose highlight, which I love a good nose highlight. Oof. And inner corner highlight. Wait, let me always retop with a little bit of blush, so that way it's even. It's not more highlight over blush. It's perfectly even. Perfect. And now I'm going to use my inner corner highlight brush, which is literally the perfect brush for inner corner highlight. It's just the perfect shape. And it really matches my eyeshadow as well, which I love. Absolutely gorgeous. 10 out of 10. Okay. So now comes the thing that's going to bring us all together, the lip combo. I don't honestly know what I'm going to do for a lip combo. I love a gloss and blush moment. I've been loving a lip stain. So, oh, you know what? I think I'm going to do Makeup Forever Wherever Walnut. That one is just so adorable and timeless. Like, it's so good. This is one that Sabrina Carpenter loves. That's the reason I got it. Was because I wanted to be twins with her. And now it's like one of my favorite lip liners. And this lip liner started me in like a Makeup Forever. This is my Michael Myers mirror from Glamlight. Let me show you. Take a second. Okay, this is a little dull. Let me sharpen it. Whoop. See, and the problem with these is that they're really creamy, but they're almost like too creamy. Like if I sharpen it, it might break. So I gotta be very careful. There you go. Get those outer edges. There you go. I love this lip liner because it just makes my lips look like natural but better. I'm gonna carve out this little edge. Sometimes the liner gets in the edge. Okay. Perfect. Now I'm done with that. Been loving these Summer Fridays lip oils. I think these are the ones I'm going to use today. And I'm going to use the shade Warm Beige. I love a brown lippy. I feel like it really ties everything together. So I'm going to just take a little bit. And I love this doe foot. It's so big. See, this is like a nude lip combo for me. I don't do any like concealer type nudes. And this is my nude lip liner. Okay. And I'm going to take my lip clippies. And that is my full everyday makeup routine. I do this makeup routine literally every day. Only thing I ever change up is like the eye look or maybe the blush and the lip combo, but everything else pretty much stays the same. I use the same bronzer, and the eyeliner stays the same. I always kind of do it in this shape. Yeah, and I love like the little placements of highlight that I use. I love a nose highlight, inner corner highlight. I always use the same things. So yeah, that is my everyday makeup routine in 38 minutes. I hope you all enjoyed this. If you have any questions about particular products, let me know. If you want reviews on any particular products, let me know. But yeah, I'm glad that I was able to do this full in-depth makeup routine with you guys, and that hopefully if you found a product that you want to hear more about, or if you want to try it out yourself, let me know how you like it. Or if you have any questions about what makeup I use, makeup techniques, let me know. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope that you have a beautiful rest of your day.